Today is the end of day 2, and I feel horrible. Horrible. My eyes are dry. My eyes are really dry. My eyes are they're dry. I think if I put my finger up to my eyeball, it would feel like skin. I don't really know how to explain it. It's standard stuff: headache, dry eyes, my knees hurt, my legs ache, I'm tired, I'm starving, I'm hungry. But the good news is that I made it longer than I did the last time I did this. Today is the end of day 2. That's how I feel. Last time I made it halfway through day 2. But let's backtrack to yesterday. I've been having training at work this week. So Monday morning, come to work, and Monday morning, first day of this cleanse, and I can't eat anything. Right, I have this drink I make with lemons, grade B syrup, and cayenne pepper. Coming to work, and we're having training all day. It's 9 hours. And I find out that breakfast and lunch yesterday was being served on the company. So I come in, I see all these kolaches everywhere, all these donuts, kolaches, donuts, what else was there? Oh, and then there's just an assortment of what looked like vending machine goods, like the chips and the pretzels and packaged buns, like cinnamon honey buns. I don't know. It sucked, but it wasn't that bad. I looked around, I saw a bunch of junk food, and I was like, nah, it was okay. I ate last night. Of course, I had pizza the night before. Probably not the best thing to have, but that's what I saw. It was junk food. I was like, I'm okay. It's the first day. I'm not gonna quit the first day. That would be useless. But then comes lunch, and I find out that the company orders lunch for us too. I was like, what? And there's Subway brought this huge tray of Subway, all these different subs, different assortments, and I haven't tried. I go to Subway often, and I order 2 to 3 different things, but they're consistent. I make them, the way I like them consistently. I see this assortment of meats and different toppings and different ways to make different things, and I was like, wow, I'd really like to try all of those. But I didn't. I stuck with my drink. The crappy thing was that at the end of the day, come 5 o'clock, late afternoon, there's so much left over, so much food, breakfast and lunch left over. And I was like, damn, I could have taken stuff home and had dinner. It's breakfast, lunch, and dinner for free. Last night I was really hungry, but I read a book. There's 2 books. There's one by Stanley Burroughs called The Master Cleanse that I've read, and then there's a longer one by Peter Glickman. He kind of rewrote the book after 30 years or something, and included a bunch of his own take on stuff. It's worth reading. I don't know if it's worth buying, although I bought it a long time ago. But the first one is definitely worth it's $6. The first book, it's not very long, and then the second one is 16. But reading it again for the second time, it's not worth $16. So this morning I wake up. I feel okay. I don't feel great. I get to work, and again, company provides breakfast. It's McDonald's this time, so it's not as appealing as kolaches. So I really looked at stuff biscuit, sausage biscuit stuff, and you know what, I'm sticking to my drink, no thanks. And the second day, people saw me, and they're like, what the hell are you drinking? And so I went to that story with everyone, and they're like, what, look at you don't need to lose weight, you don't need a detox. And I didn't really go any further than that, but there's a lot of explaining to do to many coworkers and my boss and whatnot. Lunch comes around, and they serve these trays of Chick-fil-A chicken and all kinds of stuff, leftovers again. It's wow, this is a horrible week to pick to go on this cleanse, because day 2, again, Same story as day one. I could have had breakfast, lunch, and dinner for free. Like, I don't have like a lot of money to spend on food, so, and this cleanse, it's not cost effective. Like the grade B syrup that you buy is $30 for 4 days. I think that's right. It's either 4 or 2. It's 4 days. $30 for 4 days. And then organic lemons, which is preferred you buy, a 3-day supply is like $15, and then everything else put together for like another 3-day supply is like another 15. So you can spend like drop $150 for 10 days of going on this diet. Like it's not cheap for $150 for 10 days worth of food. But back to my story. So tomorrow we have our last day of training at work, and this is like a yearly thing the company puts on that we all have to go through. So it's kind of mandatory, even though I've kind of already done this stuff before. The third day, tomorrow, the company will purchase us breakfast again. I don't know what it's going to be. This time take us out to lunch at this place, this Italian place called Boca di Beppo, or I don't know. And apparently this is like really expensive family style like Italian restaurant. So you order stuff and share it, and there's like loads of food. And my boss told me that it's required that you go. So like it's worse enough that I know I'm missing out on something, but like let's see. I'm gonna pause this. Sorry about that. My roommate's girlfriend walked in to like this common area right outside my door, and so I stopped because I didn't want to hear her, or I didn't want her to hear me talking in the manner in which I was, which is kind of weird that I'm kind of like secretive and semi-embarrassed to be doing this still, even though it's been like 6 months of me doing this, well longer, like a year. Yet it's, anyone online can see it. I don't know, it's strange. But as I was saying, so it's required for me to go to this lunch thing. So it's bad enough that I have to miss it, but it's even worse for me to be required to stay here at this restaurant and watch everyone eat around me while I drink this shitty tasting drink. Oh my god, it tastes horrible. I'm so sick of tasting lemons. It's ridiculous. And this maple syrup, the drink I think overall is really too sweet for me. I'm not used to eating like so many sweet things, let alone like drinking this sweet drink that's all you drink all day, besides this salt water in the morning, which is ridiculous. That tastes disgusting too. And then this laxative tea, which is not that great in itself. So pretty much like, unless I brush my teeth, my mouth is really constantly filled with this disgusting taste all day, every day. I mean, enough complaining, but I'm just trying to communicate like my experience, like what I'm experiencing right now. I think that's about it for now. I don't feel well. I'm gonna go to sleep soon. By the way, whoever watches Big Brother, why did Ronnie nominate Jordan? What the hell? That's something to think about. I mean, that guy Ronnie's one to watch, personally.